the proposal by the government is that the Commission of Investigation, for which the Minister has set aside a budget of 1.8 million to be spent by the end of this year. So it's a lot of money for an international expert who's going to come and tell us about why the banks fail, and that's important. And the government has accepted the extension of the terms of reference as proposed by the Labour Party to cover the period to the 15th of January. But the fact is, this Commission of Inquiry will not look at the role of the Taoiseach, the role of Ministers for Finance, the role of the current Taoiseach when he was Minister for Finance. They are all carefully excluded from the terms of reference of this investigation and the other two investigations. There is to be a private benchmarking inquiry, private, into the Department of Finance and its failures. There is to be a Dail committee to look at the macroeconomic lessons that we can learn. This country is going to drown in inquiries, but it will not result in an extra euro of credit getting out to businesses in this country that are hanging on by their fingernails and letting employees go. This inquiry is going to take into account the actions of banks who have clearly lied to NAMA and who lied, and the government accepted the lies uncritically when they told us that the Irish banks were fine because stress testing showed that they were fine. Now, we're proposing to deal with this in an hour and 10 minutes, and it's to be guillotined. That will allow roughly one person from each of the parties, including the government, to speak briefly. What the Labour Party is saying is that in terms of parliamentary democracy, that is completely inadequate. The guillotine is not appropriate to this particular motion. It used to be that when the Dail came to the summer recess, there was actually a 2 to 3 day adjournment debate on the performance of the government, the situation of the economy and the plight of people who are unemployed. And this government are running away. We know they will be at work in their office, but they're running away from telling people how we're going to recover this economy and rebuild this country and get people back to work.